Hello, welcome back to Kimchi Rednecks. Today I'm in the kitchen, but I'm not making food for Chuck and I am making something for our pups. So occasionally we'll go out and grab donuts, and I always feel guilty because we don't have donuts for them. So I thought today, why not make them their own donuts? I found an awesome recipe at Sprinkles and Sea Salt. It is for peanut butter glazed sweet potato doggy donuts. I will put it in the description for you so you can see the original recipe. I'm gonna swap out, and instead of using sweet potato, I'm gonna use pumpkin because I have canned pumpkin that I kind of need to use, and my girls love pumpkin, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm glazing them yet. I'm gonna make that decision a little bit later. But anyways, that is our game plan for today. I'm gonna cook for the doggos and we'll see what they think. So the very first thing that I'm gonna start with is gonna be putting my dry stuff together, because I'm gonna put that together in a small bowl here. I have started the oven. The oven is set to 375 because that is the temperature that we need to bake at. So let's get our dry mixture together. So I'm not using whole wheat flour because I don't have whole wheat flour and I can't find it in small bags. So we're going with regular flour. I don't know that it makes that much of a difference. Obviously whole wheat flour would probably be a little bit healthier for the girls, but since I don't have access to smaller bags, since we don't typically cook with it, we're going with what we got. That's the game plan, use what you have. So we've got 1 cup of flour coming up here. Try and level that off as we do it. 1 cup of flour. And then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Got my baking powder right here. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so obviously if I'm doing 2, I'm gonna have 4 of these. There we go. And then I'm gonna grab a fork really quick and just kind of mix that together so everything is incorporated. All right, so dry mixture is ready. I'm gonna grab my egg, because I have not done that yet, and I do need 1 egg for this. I have a pup in the kitchen who is expecting that I'm gonna give her food right now. Sorry, Sook, not yet. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is put our wet mixture together, and that's gonna be, instead of the sweet potato, we're going with 1 cup of pumpkin. Pumpkin is good on their stomachs, so it doesn't usually cause any tummy upset. But also, the girls just love pumpkin. So this works out really well for me. So we're going with 1 cup of pumpkin. I have leftover, which means that'll go with their foods. So they'll be super happy about that. All right, so we've got 1 cup of pumpkin. We're gonna get all of that out of there. Don't wanna miss out on any of that. And then we've got peanut butter. With peanut butter, you wanna make sure that you're very careful what peanut butter you use. Obviously, if you're using a peanut butter that has xylitol in it, that is toxic for dogs. I am not using one with xylitol. This is an all-natural peanut butter. This is also low sodium, and it actually has honey in it, which I like for the girls because they like a little sweet every once in a while, but they also like honey. So we're putting in a 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. My girls also really love their peanut butter, so they will not be mad about this either. Our 1/2 cup of peanut butter added in here. All right. And then we need a 1/2 cup of milk. I'm using 2% because that's what we have. Half a cup of milk and 1 egg. Rinse my fingers here. You can see the catastrophe of dishes back over here. It's because I cooked last night. You'll see that video at some point, but I haven't put all the dishes away yet. But I promised the girls last night I would cook something for them today. So keeping that promise to them. At this point, you're gonna do what you do most of the times when you are combining like a cake mix or whatever. You're gonna go ahead and mix up your wet. And then once that's mixed, you're gonna start adding in your dry. So that's the process we're about to start. Here we go. I've got that kind of smooth and creamy at this point, so I'm gonna start slowly adding in the dry, little by little here. We have these little mini donut pans that I got off of Amazon. I will put the link for that in the description. I also have these larger ones. I believe we also got those off of Amazon. I'm not sure if I'll have to use those, but we'll see. I didn't really want to make it the big ones simply because they're going to be dog treats. So I don't want to give them too much. So these little ones probably break in half for them, so they'll be happy either way. But I've already oiled this pan, so it is ready to go. My oven has beeped at me and has told me it is ready to go. So I'm gonna snip the edge, find my scissors. I have a piping bag, so if you have a piping bag, use your piping bag, but I don't know where I put my piping bag right now. So we're just gonna start layering them. So for dogs, you also, another thing you want to remember is you don't really want to give them a fried donut. So this is a perfect treat for them because it works within what they are actually good with having. So as you can see, I have filled those. I think next time I will definitely make a smaller hole in my piping bag because it was a really big hole, which worked a little bit better for the bigger pan, as you can see. So we've got one big pan and the two small ones. We're gonna put them in the oven. It's gonna go in at 375. I'm gonna watch the smaller ones because I'm not sure if it'll take a whole 15 minutes. So we'll be back in a little bit. All right, our first batch is out. I pulled them out about 12.5 minutes in since they're smaller, which I think was the right call. They're on the cooling rack. They're gonna cool. I'm not gonna serve these until Chuck comes home. That way we can get video of the girls trying them out. So there we go. There's our first batch. We will get the other batch out. Everything will be on the cooling rack, and we'll see you when Chuck gets home when we share with our little ones. Welcome back. Cameraman Chuck is back in the house. Say hi, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Chuck said he didn't want to taste it, but I'm going to go ahead and taste it. Actually, this will be my second bite of it, but, you know. And by the way, dogs are really giving me hateful looks right now.
All the attentions.
I pulled them out a little bit early, so I didn't cook for the full 15 because I don't want them to be crunchy. I want them to be donut-y. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. It's very moist in the center, which is nice, kind of cakey. Why don't you come over here, Chuck, so you can be in the video, and we will camera the doggy response to you feeding them their mini donuts.
Oh no.
Bailey, where's my donut?
Did you know donut? Where's my donut?
All right, so I opted for no glaze, but I put a little bit of peanut butter on them because, well, they love their peanut butter, but I'm not gonna glaze them. They don't need it, and the girls don't need the extra glaze anyways. The glaze that she has for the recipe is probably relatively healthy for the most part. It's coconut oil mixed with peanut butter, but these three, I decided to put a little bit of peanut butter on. The girls have not had any treats all day long, so they're a little bit angry with me. So we're gonna switch. I'm gonna do camera holdings and we'll let Chuck treat the doggos and they'll assume that Chuck made these wonderful donuts for them. Yeah, because Chuck always makes wonderful snacks for the girls, don't you?
Yes, totally.
Yes. All right. All right, I have given Chuck the plate. He is ready. What do the doggy doos think? The mayhem? Okay, leave fingers, May May. She always leaves fingers. She getting every last bite of that
She's
peanut
getting
butter.
peanut butter off now. Peanut butter sticking in my fingers.
Suki's like, where's mine? Ah, sucks. It's donuts. Suki, donuts? Yeah, I will wick the peanut butter
There
too.
you go.
Hey, May, be gentle, May.
Down.
Gentle.
Who's next? Oh, Minnie Moo, you're next? All right, there you go.
Suki dog,
Suki
this
dog.
one's yours.
Down.
Saddle May.
Down.
Down, Minnie Moo. Good girls.
All right. Mayhem.
Gentle.
Gentle.
Minnie Moo says yes. Donut.
It's a little bit bigger of a piece.
A donut. She will chew. You like the donuts.
Suki Dog's pretty good about managing her desire for treats.
May May is not good about managing her desire for food in general.
May
That's just May May's thing. May just loves food.
May wants all the food and wants it now.
What you think, ladies?
Was you good?
Was it yummy? Was it delicious? She wants more. Minnie Moo, what you think? Yes. And Shook Shooks, my old lady. Old lady, what you think? Where's the rest?
Do you think you do any more?
But there you go, doggy donuts for the doggos, because I love them. Yeah. So like, subscribe, do the internet thing. Tell us how cute you think our babies are. We'll see you next time.